Welcome, everyone. I'm Mahir, and this is my partner, Kapil. We, as applied AI architects, continue to go deeper into what artificial intelligence space is. And today, we will be taking the world of small language models, a different part of the artificial intelligence world. Kapil, what are the small language models or SLMs? When should we use them?
Very important question, Mahir, because a lot of people are aware about LLMs, but not many people are aware about SLMs. So the size of the model is usually determine the number of parameters the model has. So LLMs like ChatGPT, Gemini have hundreds of billions to trillion parameters, and these are LLMs. On the other hand, SLMs usually have millions to a few billion parameters, or sometimes at best tens of billions of parameters. So there is no industry red line that if X parameters were SLM or Y LLM, but I would think that any model which is sub 10 billion can be classified as SLM.
Okay, then why do these SLMs exist?
So LLMs, because they are so large, what they do is that they compress the entire world's knowledge, the entire internet, all content produced through the history, which gives them great context, right? So it's like a doctor, architect, lawyer, all wrapped into one. But not all applications require such a large model to be run every time. For specialized tasks, it is better that you use a model which is trained only on which understands language, which is the strength of SLMs or LLMs, but is not a doctor, lawyer, or anything, but it just really does the work it is supposed to do. So that's why it can be a small and a specialized one. And it can potentially be open source as well. So SLMs are usually smaller, faster, cheaper.
Tell me a bit more about the open source part.
So there is an explosion of SLMs for customized tasks. So there's a company called Hugging Face. They are trying to become a platform for all kinds of AI tools. Last I checked, there were 200,000 small language models which were listed on Hugging Face. They are all open source. They're all made for specialized tasks.
Relate to that. Then when should one use an SLM?
If you have a very specific and a well-defined task, then SLMs are great. For example, a retail company is trying to plan a chatbot. It can be trained on specific customer data for that company. It doesn't need to know the doctor, lawyer stuff, right? Okay, so that's very narrow tasks. SLMs good. Second, cost and speed are critical. So LLMs cost a lot to run because they are large. SLMs are very cost effective. Second, speed. If you want response time to be much faster, then it's important to invest in SLMs because they're smaller, they're costless, and speed is also faster. Other things are like if application needs to run on device. There are several companies which give employees different kind of devices, and if you want AI to be incorporated in those devices, then SLMs are the way to go, which can use a local memory, a very small model to run it. LLMs run primarily on APIs, and they are a different ball game altogether. And last, if data privacy is a big issue, if your company has very important data which you don't want to hand it over to LLMs, then you take these SLMs and then fine tune it with your own data and make a SLM. So in all of these cases, one should use SLM.
Thank you so much, Kapil. It was an important topic that we covered.